So let's get them in the fireplace. This video has actually taken me a year to produce. In this video we're going to burn thousands of acorns and we're going to find out if they are worth collecting. The results may shock you. So this video has actually taken a year to produce, as I collected these acorns last year, and as you can see they're extremely dry. They're extremely dry. So these have been naturally dried for 12 months. So we're going to find out a few questions in this video. How long do they burn for? Is it worth collecting acorns to burn? And what sort of heat do they give off as a natural free product? So we have thousands and thousands of acorns here just to try, and let's get this test underway and let's get into it. This is the perfect time to let me know in the comments below how long you think these will burn for. We have our weighing scale set up, we have our handy basket. We're going to zero the basket here and we're going to pour in our acorns. It was a bit messier than I thought. We have dead on 1.5 kilos of acorns. This is going to be an interesting experiment. So let's get them in the fireplace. We've set everything up now. The acorns are in. We've got 3 or 4 firelighters in there, and we're doing this from cold as well. So it's a proper test from kind of a cold stove to see what is possible with acorns. So we're about 5 minutes in here and they are slow to catch. First of all, they are starting to catch ever so slightly in there, but as you can see, you know, they still burning a little bit, but it's going to take a while, I think, to get these going. And that's the initial kind of, you know, burst of kind of flame. But I'm sure they will catch. And when they do, I'm sure that we will be surprised, you know, because we don't really know what to expect here. Is it a good idea to burn pine cones in your fireplace? Well, this is what we're doing. This is what we're finding out, you know, and we're experimenting along the way. But we've got a couple of firelighters in there, as I showed you in the previous clip. But slow off the bat. We'll check in now in 5 or 10 minutes to see how things are. I've had to add in a little bit of kindling in there, which is just wood and some firelighters to actually get the heat in there and the temperature to get the acorns to catch properly. The good thing is that the acorns are catching, but the question is it worth it? It's not looking good right now, I'll be honest. But we're about 15 minutes in or so now, but we've already had to change things up. So the acorns are made up of a few components. Now, when you find them on the floor, they're going to look different wherever you are in the world. But, you know, basically you've got the kernel, which is the inside nut, and you've got the cup. Now, the cup is like a soft woody texture and would probably burn really, really well. So the cups burn really well. But the acorns themselves, you have to be really, really careful with those. So don't burn acorns like this if they are fresh or if they've got any moisture at all. So what you can do is cut them in half and you'll see what's inside, whether it's a dry one or a moist one. They also come like this, and they have a kind of like a honeycomb kind of thing on it, which, let me show you that. You can see it. Look at that honeycomb. And that burns really well too, but there is a kernel in here as well, so you still have to be really, really careful. So just bear in mind when burning anything in your fireplace, be super, super careful and make sure you get everything cleaned a couple of times a year. Here we are 20 minutes in, and you can see the acorns have caught really, really well. Now I've added the kindling to the mix. What I like to do when doing experiments like this is always burn on the slightly hotter side, just so you know that your system is going to be, you know, cleaning itself out as you go along, as opposed to burning really slow and bunging things up. If you are collecting acorns, make sure you've got the right permissions. Just like pine cones, acorns, make sure it's okay to take them away, because you don't want the owner of that tree coming out chasing you down the road for your acorns. So here we are coming up the half-hour mark. You can see that a lot of the acorns and everything have caught really well. A good example is just down by here. You can see the red hot embers of the acorns. So the question we asked in the beginning, do they burn? They burn extremely well. But there's a lot of things to consider when burning acorns and things like this. Here we are 40 minutes into the test now, and they are still going really strong in there, and the amount of heat that they're kicking out is amazing. Now I always get asked, what's the temperature in the room? So here it is 84 Fahrenheit, or, let me just press the button there, boop, 29 Celsius. So it's fair to say it's extremely warm. So I had a lot of questions on my last video about the buildup of creosote, tar, that type of thing. So if you don't know, burning materials in a fireplace like this will create a buildup of material in the flue pipe or chimney. Now, it goes without saying, guys, if you've got a fireplace similar to mine anywhere around the world, open, closed, whatever you have, always get them maintained once or twice a year, definitely. And if you're burning things with extra materials in them, like pine cones, acorns, that type of thing, then get it done 2, maybe even 3 times a year. Err on the side of caution. I had to put this little clip in there because I had loads of questions about the build-up of creosote materials in the chimney last time, so just wanted to address that here. So be safe out there, guys, and don't forget, this thing is creating a fire in your own home. It comes with its own risks anyway. But just be safe out there. And a lot of people are super responsible. It's amazing to see the comments. 50 minutes in, we've still got a little bit of heat coming out of here. But just look at that. So it's fair to say, 55 minutes in, it's all burnt out. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone has to say in the comments below. Look, they burnt really well in the end. We had to add kindling to them just to get them going. But once they started going, they give off some really good heat, and they burnt really clean, as you've seen. They didn't give off no smoke from the chimney as well, which is another bonus. And that's because I dried them out for a year previous. Now, personally, would I do it again? So would I collect acorns to burn on a regular basis? The answer to that would be no. I would definitely leave them where nature intended, just because they take too long to dry out. They do, they do catch fire, as we've proven in this video, which was an interesting experiment, but they better off leave them for the animals, leave them to grow into oak trees. So thank you for watching this video. As always, I'm replying to comments daily. I'm uploading videos weekly. If you got any cool suggestions for some cool videos I could try out, let me know in the comments below, and be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Pow!